I used to be really bad with money, and it got me into some really bad situations. I've struggled with depression and anxiety for most of my life, and when it was at its worst in my 20s, I would often do pretty much anything I could just to feel a little bit better. And of course, that often included spending money that I didn't have. And because I was spending money I didn't have, I would often have panic attacks, not knowing how the heck I was going to pay for rent and my bills and things like that. This taught me that I couldn't trust myself, that I was the last person who should be managing my money or making any life decisions for myself. And so I started developing this belief that I just needed to find somebody and they would be the person who would figure all of this out for me. In 2014, I actually moved to Wuhan, China to teach English abroad. And I met who I thought was the love of my life at the time. After we were engaged, after a short period of time, I started to notice some really strange behavior. He started dictating pretty much everything about myself. What I could wear, when I could talk, who I could talk to, and of course, how I could spend my money. But here's the thing. I thought I needed that. I thought that was what I wanted. But of course, things eventually escalated, got abusive, and I realized I had to leave China. But I couldn't because I didn't have any money. I didn't have an emergency fund. I had no way of getting home. And so I stayed in a bad situation for another year. When I finally was able to move home, I doubled down on the idea I needed to find somebody else to save me. It took me years to learn that I had to be my own savior. I really thought I could do this in 90 seconds, but I couldn't, so learn more about my story down in the caption.